Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 12th episode of the second season of Uma Musume Pretty Derby. And last episode was amazing. Just one of the best things I've seen for a while. In a while, you know, this season especially has had a lot of sadness, depression, and whatnot. So, having such a enjoyable, fun episode, I really needed that in this show. And the best form of that could be what we got, right? A full-on date scene between McQueen and Teo, leading to one of the best love confession scenes I've seen in a while. So, I mean, I don't know what more I could possibly ask for in an episode. So that was an episode that made me really happy. Just that episode. Like, can I just rewatch that one instead of just watching this one? I joke, of course, but yes, we're here for episode 12. So let's just get into it. So 3, 2, 1, play. Of course, this is what we start with. Wow, wow. Man, those are some cute pictures. I love these two. Just look at that picture. I don't think I've ever seen McQueen look that happy before. Are you okay, McQueen? Don't you start to worry me. Yeah, we start off, these two, together, well, talking on the phone in their bedroom at night. Really trying to make it clear that they went a step further in their relationship, I think. Back into the episode, together, Futari. Yeah, when they said together, they weren't kidding. Long walks on the beach. Sorry. I'm paying attention. Good job, Teo. Yeah, she can keep up though. uh, and is that time? And of course, that's the goal. Yes, she does. Yeah, but then she wouldn't be by your side. But the episode's called Together. I approve. Teo always has the best ideas. Apparently you're being voluntold to do this. You can lead a horse to water. I just the worst, stupidest jokes keep popping up into my head. I'm sorry. Out for lunch. Oh, that's unfortunate. Right. Love this show. Just the full on, all out. So, from somewhere. right over there. That was such a silly sequence. I loved it. All those amazing contributions from Special Week. That's the question. I'm still not sure why it's called Together when they're separated right now. They were together at the beginning of the episode, and that was amazing. I loved all of that. Then she went solo. Maybe it's about them always being together in spirit, even if they're physically apart at that moment. Maybe that's what it means. I guess the race just started off screen. Oh wow, that wind current. Blue will win. We have somebody in a solid lead. It would be impressive if someone can overtake that. Okay. Congrats. Biwa Hayahide. Very impressive stuff. Oh wow. Wow, really congrats. That is someone to watch out for if you're in competition with her. But clearly. It's amazing she can run so fast with those weighing her down. I don't think anyone said that. Isn't it? I get it, Special Week. You just kind of agreeing with what people around you say. Love this show. I don't have I said that yet. There's so much depression in the show. It almost made me forget just how funny it can be when it wants to be. Like it's always had a very unique comedy style to itself. We've gotten some of that in this season for sure, just not as much as season 1. I don't think. Literally all alone. The title is called Futari. I haven't seen a whole lot of Futari so far. It's upsetting me. As it should be. So maybe there really is an issue. I was was hoping that I was just reading too much into it. But, of course, in this show, the horse girls always have physical issues, injuries. I'm with him. Give it to me straight, Doc. Oh, yeah, I remember her. Wasn't she the one that said something about don't look at your opponent, look at the goals? I'm paraphrasing, something like that. Yeah, it means bad things are gonna happen plot-wise. I'm aware of that trope. Well, we gotta better hurry and give it to her then. Lick of gonna get a lick of that honey. That's what she's going over to McQueen's place to do. I see. I understand it. I swear the show does this on purpose. Like, I know my mind's in the gutter at any given time, but still. Yeah, it's not quite... It's intimidating. Just... Yeah, I'm kind of dreading her getting the bad news that something's not exactly sanatorium. Using such a good move 10 seconds ago. You wanna run that by me again? I mean, I know it's bad. Uh, uh, Jeez, I didn't know it was that bad. Uh, but uh now I know why it's called Futari, because the two of them match in the sense of their physical health related issues and how they affect their racing. That's probably what it means. Oh god. I mean, if anyone, yeah, if anyone can, she's the right person for this. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, this horse girl's got good motivation to run right now. Those are the crutches, so yeah, she couldn't be too far from him. Don't push yourself, McQueen. Really don't want you to cause permanent damage. Well, sure, but you already said it wasn't like a immediate running prevention thing. But doesn't mean you should be running right now, though. That is such a hard thing to pronounce. One of the slowest storming out scenes I've ever seen. I get where you're coming from, but just please don't hurt yourself. You know, I was a fool to think the depressionness of the show was over. It was just such a funny episode that I let my guard down. The show knows what it's doing. Lures me into a false sense of security and then just smashes me with that hammer. How much do you have to twist the knife, show? Just... Oh. Come on, Teo, please show up. You're the only one that can talk to her about this. Oh, there she is. Nobody could understand what she's going through better. No one's in a better position. What's the matter? There is so much the matter right now. You clearly are. You're not just hurting yourself doing this, McQueen. Give her a hug or something, Teo. Ain't that the truth? Just like you, Futari. We can with a miracle. And there, yeah, the rain clears up. It's gonna leave her there. Remembers that warmth. Like, well, good thing everyone else showed up. They can handle the rest. And the episode's actually over a while. That episode zoomed by. You know, I really don't remember season 1 that well, I'll be honest. I wish I could remember just how much interactions McQueen had with Teo in season 1. Because I feel like it wasn't much. I know the main thing with season 1 was a Special Week and Silent Suzuka. I know that was a focus. Whereas the focus this time is Teo and McQueen, right? Right. And consider if this dynamic really did get started in the second season, the fact they made as much progress as they have with it, developed it as well as they have, it's just kind of mind-blowing how much they've gotten me to care about it, be invested in it, want to support it, encourage it, just how emotionally invested I've gotten into it. And yeah, like, it's kind of crazy. Very impressive in that sense. I know I probably said that before. I maybe said it multiple times. I don't know. But yeah, that was the 12th episode of second season of Uma Musume Pretty Derby. I had a fight calling it Futari wa Precure because the title's already a little bit similar. The show titles and this had Futari in it, so that kind of threw me off a bit. But anyway, yeah, that was the episode. Okay, where do I begin talking about this? I mean, first half was pretty fun. You know, it was just really fun. We had that, you know, cute two girls in their each bedroom talking on the phone sort of scenes. Those are always nice little scenes. And then we like immediately transitioned from that to them running on the beach together, some training together. Right? I made a long walks on the beach comments at that time. So they're just having a pretty good time out there. And I mean, before we even did that, we had some ankle movements from McQueen. So since we've kind of been down this road a little bit with this season, I kind of figured that implied some injury. But as always, I kind of tried not to believe it. You know, I kind of like immediately put that into denial because that's what I wanted, right? I wanted there to just not be a big deal. But if I hadn't done that, I would have picked up on the hints that they were giving us throughout the course of the episode, like the whole McQueen matching Teo's pace and stuff like that. It wasn't because she was considerate of Teo, it was because she was struggling herself. At least that's how I take it. And obviously the whole, hey, I think I'll go do some solo training, again, to kind of hide her condition, I think is what that was about. Right? And that's when I started to be a little bit confused about why the episode was called Futari. You know, I keep using the Japanese title because the English translation title, it's not that accurate. Like, together, I mean, it's not a wrong translation, but Futari is specific to two people. Together is not. That's why I don't like it. That's why I keep using that title instead. And because it is about two people. It is about McQueen and Teo. Like, the two people that are referred to was pretty clear. I mean, that was very clear, right? I just didn't quite get what it was all about. My first thought was, oh, they're going to spend a lot of time together in the episode, which wasn't quite true. I mean, they did spend a decent amount of time together with the beginning and the end, like the important bits, right? But it wasn't like a full-on thing or anything like that. I think it was more to do with their connection and just everything that comes with that. Like, I can't describe what I mean by that very easily, very well, because I'm not that articulate, but just everything that connects them really became very clear in this episode. Kind of positions being swapped, essentially, because as they talked about in the last bit of the episode, Teo breaking legs and stuff, and continuing to do her best, looking up to McQueen. We get all that from McQueen towards Teo. You know, getting injured, not being able to race, not giving up, looking up towards Teo, you know, Akogata, all that stuff. Like, they have a very amazing dynamic relationship because of how even it is, how balanced it is, just everything. I really wish I was better at speaking to describe what I'm trying to say, but my point is, it's just a great relationship. I'm just going to summarize it as that. And we got a good example of just how strong and everything that goes into it in this episode, in that final scene, for sure. And man, that final scene, well, the early bits of the final scene, like when McQueen was just by herself, that was just really painful to watch. Just McQueen obviously in a lot of pain, pushing herself because of what she wants to achieve and the promise she wants to protect and all that. Fighting through the pain, the tears, the suffering, just all the tears. It was hard to watch. Like, we've been through a lot of this stuff with Teo. It doesn't really make it any easier to go through it with McQueen. Especially, it might even be hard with McQueen because she's such a proud Dojo-sama kind of, you know, character. Just to see her break down like this might actually be essentially painful, but especially painful. I don't know though, because Teo kind of has her own reasons for why it's especially painful, because Teo is just so upbeat, energetic, and happy. In that way, it's also really painful to see her upset, so maybe that kind of balances out. I don't know. But either way, Teo had her chance to be the one encouraging McQueen there. A lot of talk about miracles and how you fight for them, and she promises to win that one race. And if she does, that'll be some proof that miracles can happen, because if you ask anyone that's familiar with Teo's situation, they'll probably say it probably wouldn't happen, and if she can do it anyway, that says a lot about what's possible. So really gonna root for her, for sure, next episode. Even the scene where Teo was walking to McQueen's place to give her the, you know, souvenir, you could quite clearly see Teo was in a pretty positive, happy mood, and it even had this sort of atmosphere to it where you just know that it's gonna go downhill. Like, a character that happily walks into their house and then sees just a slaughter everywhere, like that kind of thing, where your character's in a good mood and you can tell it's just a ticking time bomb until the good mood 180s and she's angry or sad or whatever. It was that kind of thing. And once she got the news about McQueen, that is what happened. She went there thinking about licking honey, and that kind of went out the window pretty quick there. That being said, like I did say before, that the episode still had a good amount of comedy in it for sure. Especially that one bit was such a special week. She kept being all like so dissonant, and in regards to what everyone was saying, that was hilarious. It was a very simple gag, but I really liked it. I mean, part of it's funniest because I think the funniest part about it is just because it almost felt like it was self-referential humor about how much of a side character Special Week has become, how unimportant she is, to the point where she just like smiles and nods and says, "Sure, whatever, yeah, sounds like a good idea." Like I could be reading too much into it, but if that was an element to the joke, that's really funny. So I'm gonna imagine that was an element to the joke. So yeah, that was really funny. And it was pretty nice, the physical togetherness they had before the depression, being on the beach and her like pulling her into the water and all that. That was a really fun scene. That and the bedroom scene were both really fun. Almost like a calm before the storm sort of thing. It's given us a little bit more happiness between them before we got the bad news. But we still have that dream, that promise of running together, and I don't think either of them has truly given up on that. I haven't given up on that. I think miracles can happen, especially in an anime, so as long as they both don't give up, I think we will get there. We will achieve it. And I cannot believe how invested I am in that. This is kind of ridiculous. Like, I know I didn't care super... I don't want to say I didn't care about them. These two were not on my radar all that much in season 1. I'm pretty sure of that. Like I liked Teo well enough as a character, and I always liked McQueen's design, but they just went up so many levels in this season. It's really crazy. But yeah, I think that's all I really got to say on the episode. They just kept showing us all those flashes of McQueen and Teo together. Just I don't know why this show likes to hurt me. Like, it makes me feel happy, and then it makes me feel upset. It's almost feels like being in an abusive relationship, just almost, but I keep coming back, so that's very telling. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got to say on it. So, next episode is the final one, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully it really delivers, because the second season has been quite the ride, quite the experience, and I'm probably never going to forget as long as I live. So, hopefully it has a pretty good ending, a pretty good climax. That's what I'm hoping for. So, hopefully I'll see you then, and hopefully we're all happy with it. So, until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.